Businessman and school advisory board member in Gary, Indiana, shot and killed early this morning in his own bar. Police now trying to figure out what led to the killing of a man that Gary's mayor describes tonight as respected throughout the city.
What happened? Proximity. That's what happened. Proximity. That's all. This is a tragedy. And I've checked around on a lot of sites, pro-wax sites, and a lot of slow tep sites. I don't see anybody talking about this. This is a tragedy. I also checked the manosphere. Like, manosphere, this guy? I mean, this is a huge story. No one's talking about. And I don't like telling people what to do on their channel. So I'm not telling anybody to do this, talk about this. I'm just remarking that no one's talked about it.
Businessman and school advisory board member in Gary, Indiana, shot and killed early this morning in his own bar. Police now trying to figure out what led to the killing of a man that Gary's mayor describes tonight as respected throughout the city.
WGN's Mike Lowe is live at Gary Police Headquarters with the very latest for us. Mike?
Ray and Micah, good evening to both of you. This was a double shooting. The surviving victim is being treated at a Gary hospital. And tonight, Gary police detectives are hoping that that man can help them untangle the mystery of why someone killed Norman Bailey.
For something like this to happen, it's very sad, man. It's real sad.
As snow flurries filled the night sky over the Blue Room Bar in Gary, longtime patron Carrie Crawford says the chilling reality is that his favorite hangout is now a murder scene.
It was like a big family in here. You know what I'm saying? Like Cheers. Everybody knows your name. You know what I mean? It was this type of establishment it was. It was like home. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Do-do-do-do. And they're always glad you came. Do-do-do. You want to go where there ain't no sunmen. You can't have Cheers meets Menace to Society. Cheers meets Boys in the Hood. Listen, man, and I get this, brother, man. I'm sure, and listen, I'm sure that is like what he says, but it ain't nothing like Cheers, Jack. Ain't nobody get on killed no Cheers, man. Nobody got shot on Cheers. Nobody got robbed on Cheers. Sam Malone made it all the way to the end. He was the last one on the last. I remember that. I remember Cheers when it went off. He was the last scene. Sam Malone cleaning up. Listen, man. We just different, man. We're different. That's all you can say. We're different. Look at the gun memorial. Just look at if you ever get a chance, go to the gun memorial. What's this, Gary, Indiana? Let's go to the gun memorial for Gary, Indiana. And just tell me that we're not different. Just different. We operate different than the other groups. Woo! Well, I think Gary might be the wrong city to go to the gun memorial for. Because usually when I go to the gun memorial, the city could be 10%. 9% Sun people. And the entire gun memorial is just filled with Sun people. With a smattering, a sprinkling, a light dusting of all the other groups combined. But 90% Sun people. Gary, Indiana is 84% Sun people. It ain't even no point going to the gun memorial over there, man. You already know what it's going to look like.
As snow flurries filled the night sky over the Blue Room bar in Gary, longtime patron Carrie Crawford says the chilling reality is that his favorite hangout is now a murder scene.
It was like a big family in here. You know what I'm saying? Like cheers, everybody knows your name. You know what I mean? It was this type of establishment it was. It was like home. You know what I mean? A home away from home.
Gary police detectives say gunshots rang out just before 3 in the morning at this bar located at 224 East 16th Avenue. And when police detectives arrived, they found bar owner Norman Bailey lying on the floor.
Norman was like a pillar to the city. He was a good guy, you know what I'm saying? He'd give his shirt off his back for you. You know what I'm saying? If you need it. He was helping any and everybody.
And another thing I noticed about all these stories, and tell me if you noticed this too, hit one if you noticed this. A lot of Sun people, when they talk about how good someone is or how good of a person it was it's always about what they gave them. Or funny, or how funny they were, or their smile. But if it's not about their smile or their funny or how they used to crack jokes, which is about, I'd say 75% of the testimonials we get when we do these stories from people who knew the deceased person or family members of the deceased person. But the other 25% is mostly this person gave a lot. Like we're big into like giving us stuff. Like, you gotta give us stuff. Either you're funny or you gave us some stuff.
Norman was like a pillar to the city. He was a good guy, you know what I'm saying? He'd give his shirt off his back for you. You know what I'm saying? If you need it. He was helping any and everybody.
Bailey was a 60-year-old businessman who served on the Gary School Board and volunteered his time around the city. Tonight, Dr. Paige McNulty, the manager for the Gary Community School Corporation, said in a written statement that his passion for youth and love for community were signature traits of his character. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family and all of those whose lives he touched. And Gary Mayor Jerome Prince also issued a statement saying, for many years, Mr. Bailey has been a highly respected and well-liked businessman and community member. In business, he was a hands-on leader who showed the best our Gary community has to offer. As a public servant, including his time on the Gary Community School Corporation Advisory Board, Mr. Bailey showed his heart and love for his neighbors and the children throughout our city.
Wow, sounds like a dynamite guy, man. I mean, look. Sounds like a dynamite guy. And look, he owned a bar. Why do you got, like, listen, in every other community you can own a bar and it doesn't mean that you, well, gee, I mean, he got killed. I mean, look, he owned the bar. Like, he could have been sitting in his car and got killed. He could have been walking down the street. He could have been in his house and a stray bullet flew through the window. We got to stop that thing where, like, we trying to find listen, proximity, man. He was proximal for a long time. Look at his age. Look, all the stuff he was into. Kids and school and all. He was around for a long time. The clock struck 12. That's all that happened, man. R.I.P., brother. Sound like a dynamite brother. The community really lost a good man. Not only the Gary community, the entire Sun community, coast to coast, lost a dynamite guy.
He did a lot for the school systems. He did a lot for charities around here. He was a councilman, but you know what I'm saying, for the city. He did, man, it was, I can go on and on.
It's unclear what led to the violence, but police say 20 minutes after the shooting at the Blue Room, another gunshot victim showed up at Methodist North Lake Hospital. The victim was a 28-year-old man who is being treated for gunshot wounds in his leg and rear. Witnesses told police that he was at the bar where the shooting had just happened. Carrie Crawford says he's still in disbelief that his friend is gone.
You think that other guy's going to snitch? You think he's going to work with them peoples? Think he's going to talk to the law, man? Don't bet on it, man. Sound like it might be another unsolved mystery, man.
He didn't deserve this. He did not deserve it, man, at all, period. Point blank, period. Whoever did it, man, they... man.
Tell me if you noticed this. And salute to this brother for putting his face on, you know, speaking to the news about this story. It should have been 20 people out there talking, like, in line, like if a brother got shot by a cop, or not a brother, but like a junkie, or like a career transient criminal, half a homeless band criminal got shot by a cop. But you got this one guy out there talking about this brother. But it does strike me funny that we always know how to hold our tongue when we talking to these Pookies and Ray Rays. This was a cop. Even basketball players would be like, "You next, bro. We coming to get you, bro." It'll be, "We demand justice." The man of justice on the sun, man, is snitching, man. This brother looked like he'd been around the block a time or two. He knows that. He can't go and say, "Man, whoever did this, man, I hope you rot in hell." "Man, whoever did this, man, hope you get what you deserve. It's coming for you, man. You gonna get yours." Nah, he said that. That's only reserved for cops, man. And vigilantes. Glider vigilantes. Some people know not to talk that. We know not to talk crazy to Pookie and Ray Ray, man. Pookie and Ray Ray make them see you. They still out there, man. I seen you on the news the other day. What's up with all that stuff you were saying? What's up now, man? Heard that stuff you said on the news. What you trying to do, cuz? We know. I can't believe you pasty. You gliders be falling for that old thing. We scared of them. Nah. We know. Y'all fell for the greatest rules of all time. That somehow it's something else is killing us. We're afraid. We just trembling under. Nah. We scared of us.
He didn't deserve this. He did not deserve it, man, at all, period. Point blank, period. Whoever did it, man, they... man.
That friend, of course, lost for words. Tonight, Gary's mayor has a couple of his own. He called this a, quote, heinous act, and he said that every resource the city has will be brought to bear to bring the person who's responsible for this shooting to justice. Reporting live tonight in Gary, Indiana, Mike Lowe, WGN News.